Welcome back to Clover Collectables After Dark. It's a slow Monday after my frenzy with Masters 25 being open this week. So, I'm going to use a little bit of my paycheck and pick up a box of Aether Revolt. It's one of the last ones we have left in the store because we're not really going to be restocking this much until after it rotates and we see what happens to the prices. So, while the prices are still good and it's still in standard, I'm going to pop this open and let's see what we get. Once again, thank you all for watching our videos on YouTube. We're trying to respond to as many comments as we can, except for the people that, yell at Frank for talking too much. He absolutely loves your comments. But this is actually one of my favorite sets. I wasn't a huge fan of Kaladesh. Weird to say, people really love that set, but I was more into Aether Revolt for all's expertise. And first foil is a Ravenous Intruder. I'm going to pull all the rares out, pull all the Fatal Pushes, hoping for a few Paradox Engines and Walking Ballistas. I need a few of those for some commander decks I'm building. And most of the other things will probably just get traded in or listed on my private TCG. Let's see. Merchant Stock Hand, and a Frontline Rebel foil. And a Battle at the Bridge, and a Kari Zev's Expertise foil. We're getting a lot of foils so far. All of them red, though. Pull that first section of the sleeves out. Kari Zev herself, not a huge fan of. Didn't really like her mechanic with the stupid freaking monkey. But love you, Henny. Made really good use of him in a lot of drafts. Greenbelt Rampager. And real excited for Dominaria to come out. I mean, I'm going to be sad to see Aether and Kaladesh go, but it seems like it's going to be a fun set, especially with the release. Hey, there we go, first Fatal Push. And Treasure Keeper and a Hope of Girpor, if you'd like a colorless commander. Yeah, with the release that came out for Dominaria a bit early, I'm sure Wizards is not happy that it happened, but it's generating a lot of interest. Very excited to see some of the new legendary creatures. Mox Amber, definitely excited for that. Rishkar, and a foil Plains. A Heart of Quran, first Mythic. Yeah, hopefully we'll get to see an invention in here, because the last few boxes haven't had one. So one of the reasons I picked this one up is one of the last ones we have, and we haven't had an invention pulled in, I'd say, 3 boxes, 4 boxes. So I think we're about due for one. Be nice to get on film as well if it happens. Not going to hold my breath though and know how rare they are. Own a few myself. Last one I got was a Paradox Engine, so that one was a good pull. Baral. So far we have a Rishkar, a Baral. See if we'll get one of each. And Quicksmith Spy. Nothing huge yet. Heart of Quran, his price is, ooh, that died with the whole energy thing being not a thing anymore. But when you take out the key common that was going for over $1, yeah. Oath of Ajani. Not a fan of him either. Never a huge Ajani fan. Ooh. I more prefer Garrick as far as greenish planeswalkers go. Don't like Nissa either, but I'm old school Magic. I don't like Planeswalkers in general. Hey, a Metallic Mimic. Good pull. You know, I stopped playing for about 10 years. And I come back and everyone's talking about these Planeswalkers and they do all this and they do all that, and they just haven't done it for me. I mean, I don't think I run a single deck that actually has a Planeswalker in it. I did run, in my Odric deck, the Gideons, just because they had Indestructible and it was easy to get out and give to everything. Hey, give to Aetherborn. But aside from that, I just can't get excited for them. My brain doesn't like them. They're not part of Magic, if that makes sense. They're a separate thing that is also in Magic. I mean, when you grow up playing a game and come back and there's a different type of card, it's odd. Peace Walker Colossus. It's like telling you there's a new type of somewhere between instant and sorcery, but you can't interact with them as easily. But luckily they're supposed to be taking care of that, where they're changing how those rules work a little bit. And Karzev. Oh, we have an invention. I'm gonna come in and we'll focus. I haven't seen what it is yet. Engineered explosives. Yes. I can put that to some good use. Oh, baby. I'm gonna go over, run and grab a sleeve, and I'll get that sleeve up. Very pretty. That is my 6th, if I remember correctly. I got a Mind's Eye, a Lightning Greaves, Engineered Explosives now, Paradox Engine, Planar Bridge, and a Meekstone. A few of them gave to friends. I've got one buddy who, he's collecting all of the masterpieces, and oh god, it's taken him a while. But he absolutely loves them. Loves the look. Scrap Trawler. Not quite as good. That's something I really hope they put back into Dominaria, some type of lottery or chase card. Because, I mean, they made, and still do make, Aether Revolt and Kaladesh worth breaking-ish as a store. It gives someone an incentive, hey, Yahenni. It gives someone an incentive to buy packs even after the set rotates. And it's one of the reasons people are still buying Unstable like crazy, is they love the lands. The chance of getting a foil one is amazing, you know. It gives you that rush, that little feel that I'm gonna get something. Herald of Anguish, 2nd Mythic. This is a typical Monday night at the store. Mondays are usually pretty dead like this, so I get to have my own little fun. It usually ends up having me spending my paycheck from Friday. Hey, Spire of Industry. Very useful card, even outside of Standard. And Yahenni's Expertise to go with the Yahenni. Let's see, we got a Baral, we got a Yahenni, a Karzev, we need a Slam. We got a Rishkar. And Karzev's Expertise. And a Heroic Intervention. Good card. Sees a lot of use. Instant speed, hexproof, and indestructible. Sure, I'll take it. Only 2 mana. definitely. Aether Sphere. He's gone down a little bit too, but he's still hovering around $1. And a Pia's Revolution. Only one fatal push so far. Into our third section. I also don't like these packs feel backwards to me. I'm so used to opening it up and seeing the common, but now seeing the back of a token is a little weird. Quicksmith Rebel, and a foil swamp to go with our foil plains. Unfortunately, I do not run Orzhov. Another Karizev. Come on, Sram, join your friends. And Inspiring Statuary. I think an undervalued card. And I run one of my commander decks is Sidisi Ad Nauseam, but mainly artifacts. But the other spells in there, I use the heck out of that to pay for after, you know, if something goes wrong, which ends up happening a lot in a combo deck, where someone just sees what's happening, they stop the main piece of it, and then you go, well, back up, Solid Recruit. And that at least allows me to drop out all my 0-drop artifacts, because I'm trying to make things cheaper on the way. So, Foundry Inspector's in there, Helm of Awakening is in there, Heartless Summoning is in there, and it's just, I'm trying to make everything as cheap to lay out as possible, trying to get that storm count up. And that just really puts the icing on the cake. And Exquisite Archangel, our third mythic, where I can now tap all of my artifacts that normally don't tap, all my equipment that's sitting out, everything like that, to pay for actual spells when I can't drop out any extra mana. Hey, another Metallic Mimic. And a foil Tezzeret's Touch. Not a bad box so far. Could use a few more fatal pushes, could use a Walking Ballista. Pinwheel Liberator. By the way, that comment is not including the Masterpiece. I mean, I don't look at a box with a lottery card after I've gotten the lottery card, because that's its own thing that happened to be in there. Hey, a Disallow. Way better than Cancel. And I keep having people show up playing their standard decks and they got Cancel in it. And I keep telling him, Disallow, it's the same CMC. You got another month, you can use it. Hey, there we go, second fatal push. And SRAM with a foil Aegis Automaton. So we got the full set of our legendary creatures for the Aether Revolt block. And an extra Karizev for some odd reason. Dwarven Mage. Underused card, goes standard. I use it a lot in Commander, just to pull out a Basalt Monolith. Pulls out a Rings of Bright Hearth. There's a lot of good targets for this that people don't realize. And I mean, for 2 and a blue for a 2/2 Wizard, a zombie deck should run that, Arcanist deck should run that. Bring out your stuff for, you know, it allows you to tutor. Hey, there we go, first Walking Ballista. I mean, tutor on a creature is always good. You blink that thing a few times, you get out all your 3 drops, boom, make infinite mana. when I came back to Magic, this was the first foil Mythic I ever pulled. And I was very happy because someone earlier that day had explained to me what Mythics were. I mean, I had been out since around the time of Apocalypse, Legion, Judgment, that kind of era. Coming back and I'm like, okay, now they got a rarer rare. That's fine. Open up a few packs during a draft and I'm like, oh, okay, there we go. That's a Mythic, and it's foil. This has to be worth money. No. We'll put you down there. And a foil Aether Poisoner. Ugh, it was so upsetting. Last pack. Take it slow. Got a Sailback, a Turret, an Aeronaut, a Moray, a Crusher, a Shock, an Automaton, another Automaton, an Unbridled Growth, Countless Gears, Thopterus, the Harpooner, a Racer, and then we're going to release the Gremlins. But not bad at all. Let's pull out the fun little bits. SRAM, Disallow, Mythic. Out of our foils, it's about $1. You can go away, you can go away. Hovering at $1 and a few bucks for those. We have our legendary tribal up top. Walking Ballista and Disallow, 2 Metallic Mimics, 2 Fatal Pushes, a Herald of Anguish, a Heart of Quran, Aether Sphere Harvester, Heroic Intervention, Spire of Industry, Kari Zev's Expertise, and a Engineered Explosives. I think that'll do, guys. I'd say that will do. Well, thank you for joining me on my nightly excursion into Aether Revolt, and I'll see you guys next time.